What is an intrapreneur? How does it differ from being an entrepreneur? Intrapreneurship is the act of behaving like an entrepreneur while working within a large organization. For purposes of supplying what I hope will be a meaningful answer about this, I'll assume that we're talking about a choice between two roughly parallel alternatives. You have the opportunity to start up a new product or division inside an existing company or do the same out on your own. Here are some notes on high points I think you will find different between the two alternatives. Intrapreneurship good parts: assuming your project is green-lighted, you can rely on the corporation for funds. You'll get support and structure on a lot of general and administrative stuff, legal, accounting, HR, that you'll probably have to deal with yourself as an entrepreneur, at least in the early days. Assuming you've been given an actual P&L, you will probably learn a lot of what's really important in entrepreneurship by testing and creating a new product service. Less good parts: you can't just do what you want probably. You will probably have a charter that's set by the parent corporation. You still have to pitch for budget, etc. on a quarterly or annual basis. You'll probably still have to do a lot of managing, sideways, with executives inside the corporation that either want you to do something you're not sure about or that, conversely, you need to do something that they're not sure about. Entrepreneurship good parts: you're an entrepreneur. You can do what you want. Actually, that's not really true. You have co-founders, maybe employees, customers, partners, investors, maybe. But you will learn a lot based on your decisions. It is true that as an entrepreneur you have a lot of freedom of action and you get very intimate with the consequences of your decisions. Less good parts: you have to scrap for money, through self-funding or investors, and bear the incredible stress of making sure you can pay all your employees. You will also be running a small business with all the attendant admin stuff you won't want to do: accounting, tax, HR, legal, etc. There's a lot of pressure in general. Customers, employees, and partners are counting on you to succeed. I expect quality intrapreneurship opportunities to grow over the next few years. Corporations are on the one hand realizing the existential importance of innovation and how hard it is to achieve, at least on a disruptive basis, inside a corporation. This is paired with a low-growth environment in the economy overall, making investments in disruptive innovation even more attractive to corporations. An efficient employee in an organization is always muddling up with his or her position. If I didn't get a proper hike, I would leave the organization and start my own firm. The boss is so fuzzy and intolerant, I can do this work better than him, are their words. So the conclusion is either the employee turns to an entrepreneur or becoming an intrapreneur. An intrapreneur is the one who takes the responsibility for creating innovations and implementing them within an organization. He or she may be the inventor or creator but is always the dreamer to convert ideas into profitable reality. The ability of being an innovator who does not elaborate on the problems but solving and defining a perfect solution to it. The employee who puts the ideas and plans into actions, a process by which many new ventures are born within an existing organization. The term, intrapreneur, was first coined in 1978 by Gifford Pinchot III with his wife Elizabeth S. Pinchot in a paper called Intra-Corporate Entrepreneurship. In the paper he framed few principles an employee should have to exhibit his or her intrapreneurial characteristics in the organization. An intrapreneur is someone who attempts to leverage entrepreneurial practices inside a company to help it, or an organization inside the company, to become more innovative, fast-moving, flexible, and results-oriented. There's many practices which are useful, but you have to be careful about resistance from others in the organization to what they see as uncontrolled, unusual, and strange. An intrapreneur is a person that behaves like an entrepreneur inside a large organization, corporation or institution. They bring creativity and innovation into a very static or organized system. They work for the company, they don't own the company,